All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Right on Target podcast. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Justin. I got Mike.
What up?
No Aubrey today. He's busy elsewhere, but he will be back again next week, of course.
Busy elsewhere sounds crazy. You know how work goes, man.
Yeah, work, man. You know, we get busy. But we got a lot to talk about this week. The NFL's been going crazy. But as always, I got to check in on my guy. Mike, how you doing this week, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm a little overwhelmed, man. There's a lot of movement going on in the NFL right now, so
yes, sir.
Except for, one team. Not really doing much. But other than that, I'm good. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. Yeah, I feel the same way. So much is going on right now, movement. You know, we still got the NBA going on. Not a whole lot on the music front, of course, but I'd say it's going pretty good right now, man. Yeah. But, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, the NFL is going crazy with free agency finally opening up, and now, it's legal tampering is what they call it, which I'm like, why would you call that? It's just free agency, bro.
Right.
It's like, if it's tampering, it's tampering. There is no legal tampering.
Yeah.
But, hey, that's what they go by. And it's a new year in the league year. The new NFL league year officially started March 13th, which was yesterday. So, yeah, man. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Man. Like I said, there's a whole lot of news coming out, a whole lot of new moves. It's just that time of year where the rosters start looking different. It's right before the draft. I feel like the free agency market this time around was pretty good, especially in certain positions, of course.
Yeah. So
I got the 2024 NFL free agency tracker right here on NFL.com.
Okay, you official.
Official. Now, there's a whole lot of free agents, so I am not going to touch on every single one. I'm mainly going to focus on, like, the NFC East, the division with the Saints. I can't think of that one right now. And kind of like the bigger moves. So we're not going to go through every team because literally that would take us the whole episode. Right. Just focus on that. Right. So, we'll jump into some big moves here, man. The first team that pops up, I will say, the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East, what's crazy about that is they let a lot of dudes go because they were freeing up cap space. Mm-hmm. So they had to let a lot of their starters go, especially on defense, and they let their starting center go. So, what do you got to do? You got to re-up. You got to hurry up. So now they re-signed a quarterback who was there back in the day, Mitch Trubisky. Okay? So he's obviously going to be the backup.
Elite backup.
For Buffalo, he was. Yeah. For Buffalo, for that one season, he was. So he signed a 2-year deal for $5.2 million. It's worth up to $8.5. That's crazy for him. Like I said, I'm not going to go through every single one. Now, one that stands out, though, is they re-signed their offensive tackle, Deion Dawkins. So the reason why I'm bringing his name up is because he tried to troll the Bills fans. And he was like, he put on his Instagram story like, kind of putting a goodbye message as if he was going to sign somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And one of the things he put on there is at the very end, he's like, I wonder if it's okay if I eat ranch now or if I use ranch now. Or if it's okay for me to eat ranch now.
Oh, is that not a thing?
Yeah, apparently up there in Buffalo, they don't eat ranch, with their wings and stuff.
Oh, they just like me.
They just like you.
I belong to Buffalo.
They just like you, bro.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, and then he came back like 10 minutes later like saying, nah, where else would I go? There's nowhere else I want to be but in Buffalo. So he signed a 3-year deal, $60.5 million extension, man. So shout out to him for that. The Dolphins, the only one I'm going to touch on here is because he was a former Cowboy, Neville Gallimore, on that defensive line. He signed a free agent deal. Not much on there after that. And they did sign one of Buffalo's old players, their safety, Jordan Poyer. Okay. So he just switched in the division, man. Yeah. That's crazy. We'll have a couple of those who stayed in the same division, but they switched teams.
Some big names did it too.
Big names. So the Patriots have they signed 2 quarterbacks here. Obviously, none of their backups for sure. Jacoby Brissett, he's hopping back on the Patriots for 1 year, $8 million deal. And they signed some other guy. He's not important. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Nathan Rourke. I apologize.
I like that. We talked about that, 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, with how their plan is to sign a vet quarterback and draft.
Yeah.
I think Jacoby Brissett is probably one of the best quarterbacks you can get that's going to help you mold that next quarterback in the future. So
yeah, he's been good. He's a good backup quarterback for sure, and he knows that system. I know it's a little different without Bill, but I think the Patriot way will probably stay somewhat the same. With Mayo being their head coach, he's a Patriots guy. So, the Patriots made some moves, man. I'm not going to tell you all these, but there was quite a few signings. They got some new wide receivers, or they re-signed their wide receivers, Jalen Reagor and Kendrick Bourne, plus their tight end Hunter Henry, and they signed a tight end Austin Hooper. Okay. Not sure if you're familiar. I think he played in Cleveland, and he played for the Atlanta at some point, I think.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, a couple moves there, man. The Jets also picked up a new backup quarterback.
Who'd they get?
Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, okay.
It's a good backup quarterback to have, man.
Definitely a good backup quarterback.
And another big name there. Oh, they got Greg Zuerlein. He re-signed with them. Okay. You remember
Greg the Leg?
Yeah. And they re-signed their punter. They did get Javon Kinlaw from the 49ers. So
okay. What are the Jets doing about their other quarterbacks?
Well, Aaron Rodgers, he might be.
He might be.
He might be running. He might be debating on Monday, playing on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
He might be in office.
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Picked. He wants Aaron Rodgers to be his running mate on the independent ballot. So that's crazy. That's something Aaron Rodgers would do 100%.
I could definitely, if anybody's going to do it, I could see Aaron Rodgers.
100%, I see Aaron Rodgers doing that, man, because it's controversial.
Yeah,
that's a controversial guy now.
For sure.
And I think I heard somewhere that he was actually like in Costa Rica, like on a wild trip when this guy like called him and asked him about that.
Oh,
like a wild trip,
like wildlife. Oh, a wild trip.
No, like he tripping
on
something.
On something. Okay.
On shrooms, whatever he does to,
the ayahuasca or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever he feels like he needs to do, and Zach Wilson, he's going to be gone.
Yeah,
eventually he's still on the team, but he'll be gone.
Yeah,
to where I don't know, McDonald's. I don't know.
McDonald's is crazy.
Let's jump into the AFC North, man. We're going to start here with the Baltimore Ravens. Now this one's a little bit obviously their biggest signing. They signed Derrick Henry, so that's good. A 2-year deal, $16 million. That has a max value of $20 million, and he has $9 million guaranteed. How do you feel about that, man?
I like it, man. I like Derrick.
You think that's a missing piece for him?
I don't know what the missing piece is for the Ravens. Honestly, I don't even know if they really have a missing piece. I think they just didn't play right last year.
Yeah,
in that playoff game. But this is definitely going to help. That's no doubt about that.
For sure, man. They also signed a pretty important piece of their defense. I'm going to butcher this guy's name, but I'm going to try my best. The defensive lineman, Justin Matabuke, he re-signed a 4-year deal, $98 million contract. $75.5 million is guaranteed. He initially received the non-exclusive franchise tag, so that I guess they put the tag on him just to hold, I guess talks weren't quite finished yet, so gave him a little bit of time there, man. So that's good. That's a big piece of their defense that they need.
Yeah, they've had an amazing defense, so they definitely need to do whatever to keep that core together.
Facts. Big facts, man. All right, let's go ahead and jump over here to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to go through every team. I'm going to.
Sound like you're going through it.
But I'm only touching on
with the Ravens, they dropped Odell.
They did drop Odell.
I know that's not.
Not yet, but they plan on letting him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let him know that he's not going to be a part of the team.
That's sad.
He going to the Chiefs.
Probably.
Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift about to have an awkward situation.
Oh, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I didn't do the math. They can both talk about how much they dislike Kanye right now. So.
Well, I don't know because I saw that Kim was with at the listening party with Kanye's wife. So
that is true.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't
you
know.
Never know with them.
I'm only going through most of them, I guess, because every team I seem like had like some good piece, a good addition. So
I think it'll stop it.
Yeah. So the Bengals did lose Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
They did sign Zach Moss though, former Buffalo Bill, 2-year deal, $8 million contract, and the funny thing about that is, I think a lot of Cowboys fan wanted Zach Moss. But I mean, if we couldn't even give him an $8 million deal for 2 years, are we really that cheap, bro?
We are that cheap.
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
we'll get into that. Now T. Higgins is on this list. Of course, he did get the franchise tag, and so that's a $21.8 million for next season. So that's crazy. You go to the Browns. I did want to talk about the Browns.
Let's talk about the Browns
for a couple of reasons, man. I mean, they made some good moves here.
They did,
including their new starting quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Starting quarterback?
He's not going to start.
I was about to say that's a bold take.
I mean, Deshaun Watson is not available a lot of the time for the Browns, so Jameis is probably going to get some playing time.
Is Deshaun what's up with Deshaun Watson?
He's hurt.
Like how bad? How hurt?
I don't know, man. He missed the season.
I know. Is he on track to make it?
He'll make it back
to the next season.
I think so.
If not, I'm down for the Jameis show in Cleveland. So I'm with it.
You like Jameis Winston over there?
I like Jameis Winston anywhere. So I'm with it. But yeah. Honestly, I like him over there. I think for some reason it fits kind of.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
I think Deshaun Watson needs Jameis Winston because Jameis Winston's going to bring Jesus to the team, man.
Oh yeah, and Deshaun Watson definitely needs a little Jesus.
He needs some Jesus, bro.
Nah, because wasn't he just preaching?
He was preaching at a church.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson needs that in the locker room, man.
I mean, I think overall, Jameis Winston, he's just a good guy.
Yeah.
Period. I think everybody just likes. He's a good teammate.
Yeah.
So
I think that's good for Cleveland. So
even though our teammate does not like him, man.
He's probably the only person who doesn't like Jameis out there, man.
What's
going on, man?
And they got him for a pretty cheap deal, man. I mean, it's a 1-year deal for $4 million base value, but the max is 8.7. I guess that's with like incentives and stuff.
Yeah.
They did trade for Jerry Jeudy. So either Deshaun Watson or Jameis Winston going to have a new target. They traded with the Broncos in exchange for a 2024 5th round and 6th round picks. So
Jerry Jeudy definitely needed a change of scenery too.
Yeah, for sure. And especially with the Broncos, you don't know what their quarterback situation is going to be like.
Yeah.
I really don't know what they're planning on there.
I don't either.
Are they going to trade up in the draft for one? They're going to go after something? Who knows, bro? Speaking of the Broncos, the Pittsburgh Steelers did sign Russell Wilson.
That's big.
Now, I want to talk about the Broncos real quick because they took a major L by releasing Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Now, they must have wanted to get rid of this guy pretty bad because they ate $85 million in dead space in their cap.
That's crazy.
For letting him go. So, you must have wanted him gone pretty bad.
That's to be really bad. Like, Sean Payton must have just, like, been discussing about him or something.
Yeah.
About his play.
Yeah.
To just be like, okay, we'll just deal with the $84 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Especially when you have a hard cap in the NFL like they do.
Because you know what's funny? The Broncos are going to be paying Russell Wilson more than what the Pittsburgh Steelers are. They're going to pay him like $35 million.
See, and Russ can afford to just take a little pay cut because he's going to be getting paid by Denver regardless.
Yeah, so. Facts. Man. Facts. Now, I will say, I think it's going to be interesting, man. First of all, who knows what kind of cheesy line he's going to use with the Steelers. Yeah. He had Broncos Nation, let's ride.
Yeah.
And before that, it was like, go Hawks or something like that.
Like, bring your towels or something like that. He's gonna be something with the towels, man.
Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. Unlimited.
Oh, man. So we'll see. But I do like that because I think Mike Tomlin might be able to help this guy.
Me too. I like that.
If anybody can help this guy get back to being good.
Regardless, we know he's not going to have a losing season. So because Mike Tomlin don't do losing season.
Unless Russell Wilson is the reason he has his first losing season.
If they have a losing season this year, then we all know Russell Wilson is a problem. Because if he can do it with Kenny Pickett,
hey, true with Kenny Pickett, that is so true, man.
We know Russ is the problem if that's the case. But I'm looking forward to it. I want to see.
Yeah,
he's definitely an upgrade from Kenny Pickett. So
100%, 100%.
Definitely upgrade from like them last seasons of Ben Roethlisberger. Honestly, so
yeah, you're right.
So we'll see.
You're right. The Steelers also did sign. This is another same division team. Patrick Queen, former Raven. He agreed to a 3-year, $41 million deal. He's a linebacker now for the Steelers, so that helps. With T.J. Watt out there, that defense is getting better. They also signed cornerback Dante Jackson. They got that from a trade with the Panthers. They also got a 2024 6th-round pick in exchange for Deontay Johnson, their wide receiver, and a 2024 7th-round pick.
Okay.
So Deontay Johnson finally got out of Pittsburgh, which I think he's been wanting, and now he's on an even worse team with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Which means Bryce Young got a new weapon.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get it to him, man. If he can get it to him, we'll see,
man. One team moving on to the AFC South. One team that has made so many moves so far in this offseason, showing that they really want to win now already, is the Houston Texans. Houston's done a lot, man. They got Joe Mixon. They're the ones that the Bengals traded with for a 7th-round. For all they got for him was a 7th-round pick.
Man.
For Joe Mixon.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't know if that's because he's injury prone or what, but Joe Mixon is a good running back. Dalton Schultz re-signed with him a 3-year, $36 million deal. That man said some crazy stuff about the Cowboys. It's like, bro, if you couldn't handle being a Cowboy, just say that.
Yeah. What all he say?
Well, one thing he said, like, it was kind of like a zoo working at the – because, they do tours at the Star while these guys are working out.
Oh, yeah. You
but
did tell me that. Yeah.
At the same time, he was kind of going a little overboard with it. Like, there's certain things that fans can and can't see.
Yeah.
He was basically saying that there's like a two-way glass between where they're working out at and people could be watching them. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you got to know what comes with it.
Yeah.
And I don't really think he was, like, dissing the Cowboys per se. He's just saying that, like, that's how Jerry Jones runs things.
Yeah.
And he was saying it's just different from the Texans.
Yeah.
Clearly. So, I don't know. But they also signed Edge Danielle Hunter from the he came from the Vikings, man. He signed a 2-year, $49 million deal. That's pretty big, bro. Mm-hmm. They signed a lot of defensive players. They signed 4 corners.
Wow.
I mean, their whole corner room is different. Well, one of them is a re-sign. So they signed Mike Ford. He got a 2-year deal. Lonnie Johnson. I don't know who that is. Desmond King. He's the one who re-signed with the Texans. And then Jeff Okudah, which I know that I think he played for the Lions at some point. So that's crazy. And then they re-signed their kicker, Fairbairn.
Okay.
So
Texans making moves.
Making moves, man. Good job.
I like that. Be aggressive right now because
you got to, man.
You got to.
I mean, y'all were just in the playoffs, bro. Yeah. And if the Dallas Cowboys don't make it, guess who I'm going to have to go for? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got to
stay in Texas.
Yeah.
So, shouts go out to them. To the Indianapolis Colts. Now you're probably thinking, who cares about the Colts, right? What do they got going on, man?
What did they do, man?
They signed Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco ain't going back to the couch.
That's your boy.
NFL comeback player of the year this year, man. Shout out to him, man. Signed a 1-year deal worth up to $8.7 million. So he will be backing up Anthony Richardson, man.
Yeah.
So that's good with them. They re-signed. Now they did give Michael Pittman a new deal, 3-year, $70 million deal, $70 million deal with 46 guaranteed. He also originally got the tag.
Okay.
So they signed him to a long-term deal, man. That's their guy. They need him. That's really about it over there. Jacksonville Jaguars. They signed your guy, man. Mac Jones.
Oh, that's all I got. Don't do that. Don't put that over.
Now, the Patriots did trade away Mac Jones.
Yeah.
To the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's clearly going to be their backup quarterback.
You don't think he's getting the start over T-Law?
Come on, man. Don't do my guy T-Law
might be a little
like
competition
that.
in there.
No, there ain't no competition there, man. Come on. No.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Trevor Lawrence, though, he does need to do better.
Yeah.
But if they think that's going to help him do better, Mac Jones is not an upgrade.
Might put the battery in his back, man.
Maybe. He's like, oh, man, now I got competition.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. They also signed Gabe Davis on a 3-year, $39 million deal.
Okay.
Where did he come from?
Buffalo.
There you go. Wide receiver.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if you knew.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they also signed another Buffalo player, dude, Mitch Morse, their center that I was telling you about, to a 2-year, $10 million deal. They also signed, I think this was recently, they signed Eric Armstead from the 49ers on a 3-year deal for a max value of $51 million. So that's good, man. The 49ers are getting a little weaker.
Mm-hmm.
We need that.
Definitely takes the players for now.
And they did re-sign edge Josh Allen. He had the non-exclusive franchise tag, which will pay him. Well, I guess they tagged him. Mm. They tagged him, so it's going to be a $24 million deal this season.
Okay. So. Josh Allen's nice, too. So
there you go. There you go. Do you know this guy? The Tennessee Titans. They signed their new starting quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Just kidding.
I was like,
Will Levis is going to be their starting quarterback.
Where's Tannehill in all of this?
He's going to be the backup to Will Levis.
That's crazy.
There's no way.
There's no market for Tannehill, though?
No.
There's no team that might want to try Tannehill? Though?
No. He's not a starting quarterback anymore, man.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't for a while.
No.
He hasn't been for quite some time.
Will Levis is their future now.
Okay. I'm not sold on Will Levis, but
it's better than Tannehill.
But they don't really have many options. So.
Have you seen Will Levis play?
Yeah.
He's all right,
I'm just not sold on him. But he's better than he's the best out of everything. Unless Mason Rudolph comes.
I was about to say, unless you want Mason Rudolph to start, man.
Definitely don't want Mason Rudolph to start.
I mean, it's okay. He's only making $2.87 million for a 1-year deal. So
yeah.
But they did sign your guy.
Quit putting these people on me. Who's my guy?
They signed our guy, Tony Pollard.
Oh, okay.
Running back Tony Pollard, man, on a 3-year, $24 million contract. What do you think about that, man?
Good for Tony, man.
I'm glad we didn't pay that, man.
Yeah, I thought the market was going to not be in his favor, so he would have to take a smaller contract.
I think he wanted to stay here. I think he wanted to stay here.
But, hey.
But they way overpaid him.
I'll take it. I mean, if I was Tony Pollard, I would take it too. I mean, they probably knew they were losing Henry, so they were like, let me just overpay Tony Pollard. Get the bag, man.
Now, you know who they really overpaid?
Who's that?
Calvin Ridley.
Oh, yeah, what?
They gave this guy a 4-year deal for $92 million, and $50 million of it is guaranteed.
That's crazy.
What has he done to warrant that?
That's crazy, bro.
They had suitors. He almost stayed with Jacksonville, but Tennessee, they tossed the bag at him.
I guess they see potential in him, man.
I guess so, man.
I mean, what are they doing in Tennessee, though? Like, what's the plan? It feels like they're not trying to rebuild.
They're a couple pieces away, I guess. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
They did sign a former Cowboy corner, Cheeto Awuzie, to a 3-year deal, $36 million. So that's cool, man. No one cares about the Broncos. They haven't done anything worthy. The only thing really about the Chiefs, they re-signed Chris Jones, 5-year. Now, he got the bag.
That's top priority.
He got the bag. It's a 5-year, $158.75 million contract with $101 million guaranteed. Whoo, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, he earned it.
He earned it.
He earned it. Be mad at that, man.
Yeah.
That was definitely their top priority for
100%. They had to. And he wanted to stay there, I think, and he got the bag, man.
Yeah.
He got sitting out last season helped him get the bag.
Oh, yeah. And then the Super Bowl win on top of that.
Super Bowl win, yeah.
Definitely helps.
Yeah, for sure. L'Jarius Sneed did get the franchise tag for $19.8 million. I'm sure he'll get the bag at some point because he's really good. Now, this one is interesting.
What's up?
They signed punter Matt Arisia to a league minimum. He was Buffalo's kicker who had that controversy about, I think, sexually assaulting somebody.
Oh yeah.
I think that may have gotten
Swept under the rug.
either swept under the rug or like they
Or
cleared
settled.
his name on that.
Oh, okay.
So they're taking a chance on that.
That's just an interesting move because I'm sure there's a plethora of punters you can sign.
Hey man, maybe they wanted to give this guy another chance.
Yeah, I guess so. Any word on Kadarius Toney?
No movement on Kadarius Toney yet.
They ain't
man.
running back.
They're not running it back. He's gone.
He's not coming back.
He gone, man. He should just go back to New York.
They don't want him.
They don't want
there.
him in New York.
What's crazy is Giants fans tried to warn the Chiefs, like, y'all don't want
No,
this guy.
facts. Crazy, man. They didn't listen to him.
Yeah.
The only movement I want to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders is that they signed Gardner Minshew.
Okay.
Now, what makes this interesting is he's probably, him and the Aiden McConnell, they're probably going to have quarterback
Yeah.
because Garoppolo, he gone.
Yeah.
They cut Jimmy G. Who knows where Jimmy G will go? Minnesota. I feel like Minnesota's going to take a chance on him for some reason.
You think so?
I think so.
Did Minnesota? Did they sign a quarterback?
Cold like Minnesota. No, we'll get there. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't remember. So that's all I wanted to talk there. He got a 2-year, $25 million deal. Chargers aren't really important. Then you get to the NFC East.
Oh, wow. Let's do it.
Let's really dive in here. This is where we're going to have most of our conversation here.
Yeah.
Because the NFC East made some moves, man. Everybody
Everybody in the NFC East made some moves, man.
except for your Dallas Cowboys. They suck. And we'll talk all about that because I have a lot to say about the Dallas Cowboys. So the moves that they did make so far, they re-signed their long snapper. That was their first move.
All in.
All in. They signed Jordan Lewis to a 1-year deal.
Okay.
They signed Goodwin.
Good one.
What was his first name?
Good.
I can't think of his first name right
I think
now.
it was our same either.
Oh, anyway, they brought him back, and then they're signing linebacker Eric Kendricks, who originally had a deal in place.
CJ Goodwin.
C.J. Goodwin, that's right. Sorry, my bad, C.J. Eric Kendricks originally agreed to a deal with the 49ers, but I think he used to play for the Vikings under Mike Zimmer. I think Mike Zimmer he called him up and said, "Hey, man, I want you to come over here and help run this defense." So he's 32 years old. I think he got a 1-year deal, which is good. He's 32, so you never know. And we're not really sure how the defense is going to look this season. We had a few pieces dip out, which is fine because it wasn't like huge. But those are the only moves that your Dallas Cowboys have made after saying that they're going to go all in. How do you feel about that, Mike? First of all, are you surprised?
No, I was just about to start out with that. I didn't get my hopes up.
Yeah, right.
I feel like we talk about this all the time.
Every time.
We don't do anything in the offseason.
Right.
I mean, as far as free agency goes, we don't sign people. We don't sign big names.
Right.
We just tend to keep things in-house for the most part. I mean, I wish I could have got my hopes up, even when with Jerry saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm all in. But I felt like this was coming.
Yeah.
It is sad to see, though, the rest of the NFC East, which we'll get into, they're making, like, Super Bowl moves.
They made good moves.
Yeah, and it's nothing. We're not doing anything. How you feel, though?
It's just annoying because we're in this position every season, right?
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones does what Jerry Jones always does. He tries to build the hype around the Cowboys and say we're going all in. Well, their all in is different from our all in. You think if you're going all in, you're pushing all the chips, in. Well, Stephen Jones says, oh, no, their version of all in is re-signing Dak, re-signing Micah, and re-signing CeeDee Lamb. So keeping your own core players that you need. That's what their version of all in is. Okay. And they're going to trust on the draft, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're typically pretty good on drafting, but at the same time, there were some big-name free agents that you could get
Yeah.
that you didn't. I'm glad that they didn't overpay for a running back, though. because the running back market. I mean, this was a good class of running backs, but still, like that position is kind of going downhill, and so I'm glad they didn't overpay for like keeping Pollard and all that. But if they couldn't even give a 2-year, $8 million deal to like a running back like Zach Moss, that's crazy.
What's our running back depth look like right now?
We have one running back, Deuce Vaughn. Right now, all we have is Deuce Vaughn.
I love the story of Deuce Vaughn, but
he's not it.
Not our starting running back.
What they're going to have to do, I think what they're going to do, they're going to draft a running back.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to, maybe they'll re-sign Rico Dowdle, which he was good.
Yeah.
He's not a starting back.
Running back? No.
So I don't know if they're like going to draft a running back in like the second or third round and have him start.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple decent running backs coming out, but I don't know, man. That's a tough decision. I don't know what they're going to do there, man. But we really haven't improved, man.
Yeah, I mean, just pretty much more of the same. Which our team isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Our team looks ready for a deep playoff run.
Right.
But we didn't do it last year, so I don't know what running it back is going to do.
Yeah. So one thing I saw, I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter. You know Tyron Smith. Mm-hmm. Tyron Smith made a Twitter account. I just saw this morning.
Okay.
He had made a Twitter account. He hasn't been on Twitter all this time. Well, he wants to come back and be a Dallas Cowboy.
Okay.
Okay, well, now, and, Stephen Jones also alluded to this, that the door's not closed on him returning.
Okay.
However, it's just going to come to find, how much he's going to get paid. Because the thing about Tyron Smith is, if you don't really know, they don't practice Tyron Smith.
Okay.
He doesn't practice during the week, which is smart because it helps preserve him.
Yeah.
And he shows that he doesn't really need the practice because he's out there on game day. When he's out there on the field, he's a difference maker. Yeah, he can't stop the run as well, especially nowadays, but he's good at pass rushing, which is good. Or, helping the pass, keeping Dak safe in the pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if we can get a team-friendly deal, bring him back. He wants to win. He said, I want to win a Super – he tweeted this out, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit. I want to win a Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys, and I want to win a Super Bowl with Dak. He said his regret is that he didn't win one with Tony. And I think that's I think there was a whole lot of regret with that, with Tony not getting one too. The thing is, man, is we're not going to go to the Super Bowl until they start taking this seriously. All the Cowboys and all Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones care about is the business side.
Yeah.
They're too scared to go out there and just invest.
Yeah. Just spend.
And they put us in salary cap hell every single year. And these upcoming years, we're about to have a downturn for the Dallas Cowboys. So this really is the year to go all in because the next couple of years, your cap space, you can't get out of it.
All right.
It's going to be hard. Your team's going to look very different. You're going to be losing some people. But it's just, bro, it's the same thing every year.
Every year, man.
And it's like, I don't know if it's going to take us doing horribly, like going like 2-16, or 2-15, whatever, for like that to wake up Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. I don't think we will because we're either, like all those years with Jason Garrett, we were 8-8.
Yeah, we're too good to go 2-14.
Yeah, that's the problem. And that's what sucks.
Yeah.
Because, like, as much as it would suck to see our team do that, I think it would also be a wake-up call for us to get a top pick.
Yeah.
Especially if it's in a couple years from now when Dak's running out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, honestly, bro, Dak's about to get $60 million per year.
Yeah.
Dak is not a quarterback who deserves $60 million per year. He's a good quarterback. I will once again stand on it. He's a good quarterback. But he hasn't proved anything in the playoffs.
That's what it all comes down to.
That's what it comes because once other parts of the team lets you down, and we need you to bring us back in it to make this a game, he can't.
Yeah,
he can't. I don't know why. He doesn't have that kind of dog in him. He's got a little bit of a dog in it, but not really.
Yeah, and you can blame to defense or whatever, but like, we don't even really have a chance when the game gets out of hand.
Bro, we don't have a chance. If we're 21 points down, there's no coming back.
Chance.
You're done.
Like, there's you can't even expect anything to happen.
Right.
You know how it's gonna end up.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue to trail and then maybe get like 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And because it's also part of the issue is the play calling.
Yeah.
Every time it's like we run it on first and second down, and it's a third and long.
Yep.
And especially in like games when we're down, like Dak starts to panic, and it's like, bro, you have time, just relax, don't rush anything. And what does he do? He rushes it, those picks, fumbles, whatever. You start forcing it. That's when mistakes happen. Right. So it's just like I still have hope for Dak, but you got to show us a lot more when it comes to games that matter.
Yeah.
And you have to show that you can win these games that you are down.
Right.
Because he hasn't done that.
Right.
So I don't know, man, but they have not made the moves necessary to.
We haven't made any moves, man.
It's like, and one thing Stephen Jones said too. I listened to a little bit of an interview that he had, and he says Super Bowls aren't always won on the first days of free agency. Okay, but they could be lost,
right?
Because you're not getting the best talent on your team,
right?
So it's like, bruh,
like save all that philosophical stuff, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Just do something. That's all we're asking.
Well, the Cowboys, they say this, and at this point, I think we all know that they're, for lack of better words, they're bullshit artists.
Yeah.
They feed us this stuff, and they think we're going to fall for it. I think Cowboys fans are finally having enough of this crap, and we're going to start calling them out on it.
Yeah.
And, that's what it is. Like, they're not true to what they say.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
It's sad, man.
Or they say it in one way, but really means something. It's like, be direct with us, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Are we being gaslit? Are they gaslighters?
Oh, gaslighting, 100%. Every season we're getting gaslighted, dude.
Yeah. Feels like it, man.
It's crazy. But, other places in the division, I still think, like, New York isn't quite there. I think the team that really did well was the Eagles.
Now, if their owner said they're all in, I would believe them.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're acting like it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even Washington made a lot of moves. Now, I don't know how, different that's going to be for them. But we'll start with...
Well, at least they're trying.
At least they're trying. We'll start with the Giants. Now they got quarterback Drew Lock, formerly of the Seahawks and the Broncos.
Yes.
They signed him on a 1-year, $5 million deal. He got $4.95 million guaranteed. You might as well just give him the whole $5 million guaranteed.
Right.
That was kind of dumb.
They held that 0.5.
So they signed him. So he's apparently have a chance of him and Danny Dimes having some competition there, which I think is stupid. Why are you not drafting a quarterback? I think they have a pretty decent pick.
Yeah, because y'all really just battling backup quarterbacks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are like starter worthy.
Yeah. But they paid Daniel Dimes.
I do think Drew Lock has a chance to take that starting quarterback spot.
Yeah. That's 2 mediocre quarterbacks having a chance, man. They did sign running back Devin Singletary to replace Saquon Barkley, who's no longer with them.
Yeah.
They signed Isaiah McKenzie from Buffalo, their wide receiver. They signed a tackle and a guard and then an edge, Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers. They traded for him along with a 2024 fifth-round pick, and they got, or it's an exchange for a 2024 second-round and a fifth-round pick, a 2025 conditional fifth-round pick. So that's what the Panthers got, a couple picks. They didn't even get a first-round for him. This guy's supposed to be really good. Anyway, Burns signed a 5-year deal with the Giants worth up to $150 million, with 76 of that fully guaranteed. That's crazy.
That's bad.
And Carolina had initially put the tag on him, franchise tag.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. And then they got a corner, Jalen Mills, which I don't know where he came from. That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure where he came from. Then you jump over into the Eagles, the team that we hate the most.
Yeah.
Around here. They got Saquon Barkley signed with the Philadelphia Eagles for a 3-year, $37.75 million contract with $25.5 guaranteed.
He's dead to us. Ain't that what Tiki Barber said?
Yeah. Oh, and then Saquon has some stuff to say about him, man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Called him a hater?
Pretty much. He said you hated on me since the beginning. So
Oh, yeah.
when I see you, don't look at me smiling or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. They signed wide receiver Devontae Parker, formerly of the Dolphins.
Yes.
I think he was formerly actually on the Patriots recently.
Yeah, he was on the Patriots. You're right.
They re-signed their offensive guard Landon Dickerson to a 4-year deal, $84 million extension, $50 guaranteed. He was entering his last year of his rookie contract.
Keep that O-line together.
This guy said now that he got the bag, he's going to go buy him a new lawnmower.
Okay.
Zero turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Country boy, huh?
I guess so. Hey, you know what? I mean, keeping it simple, right?
Yeah, for real.
He just needs a new lawnmower.
Yeah, he don't want a car. He wants a fancy lawnmower.
They signed Bryce Huff, which I do not remember where he came from. But they signed him to a 3-year, $51.1 million. Oh, he came from the Jets. So, crazy, $51.1 million for that guy. They signed 3 linebackers. They re-signed corner C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He just played on the Lions, but he played in Philadelphia. Came back, even though he trashed the Eagles fans, which we love him for that. But now he's back on the team.
My fault, y'all. Y'all got a squad now.
He signed a 3-year deal worth up to $33 million.
Okay.
They re-signed their kicker, gave him an extension, signed a punter, and a long snapper as well. So they made some moves.
They definitely made some moves.
Now, I'm still not too scared of the Eagles.
Okay. Explain.
Because they got a new offensive and defensive coordinator. Their offense is literally ran by Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that.
All right. Saquon being added into the equation.
Saquon Barkley is going to play 5 games.
Okay. You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's that injury prone?
Staying on business. 5 or 6 games.
You think he's that injury prone?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know, man. New York really needed him, and I don't think Philly needs to run him as much. So I feel like that's going to be better as far as like.
Well, they don't got Swift anymore, though.
Yeah, they don't have Swift anymore, but they got a quarterback. You know,
but you think? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
They got Jalen Hurts in the receiving core. Probably one.
So you're thinking he's going to play the whole season?
The whole season. That's a bold take. Has he ever played the whole season?
I don't think so.
So I don't know if he's going to play the whole season, but I don't think he's going to just play 5 games.
But it could be like a Christian McCaffrey situation. You know, he used to get hurt a lot in Carolina.
That was
and then he went to San Francisco and
played the whole season and the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Didn't miss a game. Did he miss a game?
He might have missed one.
Might have missed one or two. But that whole injury-prone narrative on him is completely gone.
So it might be the same way.
So it could be like that.
Now, I would be scared of Saquon. Actually, the Cowboys have stopped Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. But
he's also ran rampant on us as well. So
that was on the Giants, man.
True, man.
This is a whole complete offense.
That's facts.
Kellen Moore is bad, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if he's that bad to mess this up.
We'll see, man.
We got Jalen Hurts,
AJ
Brown, Devonta Smith, Saquon.
They're talking about AJ Brown could get traded, though.
You got an elite O-line. I know you're missing Kelsey, but
he retired.
The O-line is still great.
Yeah, still good.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
Sounds like you're becoming an Eagles fan,
yeah,
man.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not becoming an Eagles fan. I'm not saying that I'm scared of the Eagles, but I don't think they're going to be.
You don't think
anything
they're
to
going
play
to be that bad?
with, honestly.
Well, I mean,
I think they're going to be really good.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Saquon's playing more than 5 games.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Maybe I'm just being a hater.
I mean, you're basing it off of what you've seen, though. I can't be mad at that. Saquon doesn't play that much.
Nah.
So
we'll see,
him
man.
in fantasy for a reason.
Got to, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump over to the Washington Commandos.
Yeah, what'd they do, man?
Well, they say they traded away.
Got rid of your boy.
Sam Howell. He's no longer with them. I don't think we got to the Seahawks yet, have we? Did we talk about the Seahawks?
Nah, I don't think
we haven't talked about the Seahawks yet. So we will get there too. But anyway, Sam Howell is gone. He got traded to the Seahawks, man. So him and Geno Smith. But they signed Marcus Mariota to a 1-year deal, $6 million, worth up to $10 million with incentives. Now, he's probably going to be their backup quarterback because they're going to draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think they got like the number 2 pick. Yeah. So you're going to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, they have to, yeah.
So who knows whoever they're going to get, unless they want Marcus Mariota to kind of start first. I don't know, but I guarantee if you're using your number 2 pick overall on a quarterback, that quarterback's going to start.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, there's no, especially you're not going to have him sit behind Marcus Mariota.
100%.
That's added
100%.
Yeah, no. Instant starter.
Now, the Commanders, they made picks, but a lot of them are old guys, okay? Marcus Mariota, I mean, he's, I think, still in his 20s, maybe 30, I don't know. They signed Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
He's also injury prone with the Chargers, or he was with the Chargers.
Definitely is.
Signing a 2-year deal worth $11.43 million. They signed Zach Ertz to a 1-year deal. That guy's washed. That's a washed tight end.
Yeah.
Washed. They signed a new guard. Now, they did sign Tyler Biotish, former Cowboys center.
Is he dead to us? Is that?
Well, we're just glad we didn't pay $30 million for 3 years for him.
Yeah.
So
that's
fine.
Not how that works.
No.
I just want to make sure.
They did sign Dorrance Armstrong as well from the Cowboys. He went to link up with his guy Dan Quinn.
Mm-hmm. I know Dan Quinn's getting a lot of his people.
That's a 3-year deal worth up to $45 million. Also glad we didn't pay that. Some other edge players. They signed Bobby Wagner to a 1-year deal. So once again, a former Dan Quinn guy.
Yeah.
He's not on this list, but they signed
another older guy.
Yep. Bobby Wagner's old guy.
Yeah.
Dante Fowler from the Cowboys signed with the Commanders. He was really good. I'm actually kind of disappointed about that, but he's another old guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're signing a bunch of old guys. So it's like, yeah, they're loading up, but they're loading up on older dudes.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Commanders.
Depending on where their quarterback situation goes, depending how good that quarterback is going to be, because it could either be a year of Bryce Young or it could be a year of C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
And who knows how Caleb Williams is going to do when he goes to the Bears. I was not saying he's going to the Commandos.
Yeah, he's not making it to.
He's not making it. But speaking of the Bears, we'll move on to the NFC North, unless you want to touch on the East anymore.
No, I think we're good. I mean, Eagles doing something but us. You know?
I still think the Eagles is going to be the biggest threat for us.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Washington, like I said, has a bunch of older players, veteran players, and who knows where they're going to be with their quarterback situation. And kind of the same with the Giants.
Yeah.
They all made moves, which it could be good. Just because they're old doesn't mean anything, I guess. But who knows?
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be the same situation.
Yeah.
Honestly.
For sure. Now, the Bears made some moves. They signed DeAndre Swift from the Eagles. So they got themselves a new running back, man. 3-year, $24 million deal. That's really... Oh, they re-signed Jalen Johnson, their cornerback, to a 4-year, $76 million deal.
Okay. I thought they got a receiver. Am I tripping? I made that up.
You made that up, man.
Okay.
They got a tight end. You interested in that?
Maybe. Who they signed?
Gerald Everett.
Okay.
You know who that is? He sounds familiar. I think he used to play on the Bucks.
Oh, I thought it was in L.A.
Hold on. Oh, you're right. I think it is L.A.
He was in L.A.?
Oh, yeah, the Chargers.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping. Now, they did... Yeah, that's really about it.
Okay, then that's not what I was thinking about then.
Yeah, no. No, sir. Then you got the Detroit Lions, who re-signed Dan Campbell, by the way. He got a new contract till 2027.
Good for Dan.
Oh, there's not a whole lot here. We're going to move past this because I don't really care about these players.
Okay.
But we will get to the Green Bay Packers. That's who I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Green Bay Packers, man, they let go of Aaron Jones. And who did they sign instead? Josh Jacobs from the Raiders. Signed a 4-year, $48 million deal that includes a $12.5 million signing bonus and a total of $14.8 million in the first year. So that's good. Good for him, man. Yeah. Do you think that's a lateral move, that Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones are kind of the same, or do you think they upgraded there at running back?
I mean, they got a little younger, right?
Yeah, I think so.
On their ages. Yeah, they got a little younger. I think it kind of does feel a little lateral, but that's not really a bad thing.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're both pretty good. So I think just the younger thing is probably
I think we should
probably beneficial.
I think we should go for Aaron Jones. He's
Is
a
he?
Cowboy killer, man. He loves
The Price
playing.
is right.
Price is right.
Yeah, he definitely is a Cowboy killer.
Cowboy
Hopefully
killer, man.
he can keep that energy on the Cowboys.
Facts.
He definitely kills us.
Now they're saying that the running back on this that AJ Dillon is expected to resign with the Packers. However, the Cowboys are interested in AJ Dillon as well as I think the Giants were too. So I don't know who he'll actually end up with. I haven't seen anything if that's for sure or not. So I don't know.
That could be our big free agent signing of the offseason. AJ Dillon.
No, not you saying the big sign. That's crazy.
Listen, man.
That's crazy, man.
I can definitely see that being our big
100%. Yeah, they'll hype that up.
Have a whole press conference.
Now the Bears. Sorry, the Packers also signed safety Xavier McKinney. He came from I think the Giants on a 4-year deal. Yeah, $68 million.
Okay.
Former Giant player, so their defense got a little bit better. Ooh, and then you get to the Vikings. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Aaron Jones signed with the Vikings. I forgot that happened. That's on this list. They also signed Sam Darnold, their new starting quarterback as of right now, because who knows who else is going to be their quarterback.
Since Kirk gone. So.
Kirk's gone, man. He signs a 1-year deal, $8.75 million. That's crazy. Why? He's not good, bro.
They need somebody to throw the ball.
They can take Trey Lance. Give us their first-round pick.
Give us Justin Jefferson for
Yeah.
Trey Lance.
Okay. They signed Aaron Jones, like I said. They signed a couple wide receivers to go along with Jay Jettas. I'm trying to see if there's any other big names on here. No. They signed Romo.
Who?
John Parker Romo.
I'm not familiar.
he's a kicker.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that, see what you were going to say.
Thought they was really desperate for a quarterback here.
Tony, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, and then you get to the Atlanta Falcons, also known as the Dirty Birds. So we are in the NFC South.
You've been waiting for this all night, man.
Kirk Cousins, old man Kirk, somehow continues to finesse teams.
Listen, man, if there's one thing Kirk going to do is get the bag.
He's going to get the bag, bro. He signed a 4-year deal, $180 million contract with $50 million signing bonus. $100 million of that is guaranteed.
That's crazy.
That's insane, bro.
That's insane.
He's getting the bag.
Always, man. I don't know who Kirk's agent is, but
sign him up, man.
For real.
Get him in the Hall of Fame or something.
They don't even need a portfolio. They just gotta tell people like, I had Kirk Cousins, man.
Yeah, man. For sure. So actually, the funny thing about Kirk Cousins and Saquon Barkley, they're both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons are going to be under review for tampering, because in this legal tampering period, like the first couple days, the players aren't supposed to be able to be in direct contact.
Right.
It's only supposed to be their agents. Well, Saquon had a coach. I forgot who. I think it's Penn State's head coach. I was listening to this on the radio. He was like talking on a press conference and mentioned Saquon and how he was, how Howie Roseman was talking to Saquon and whatnot. And that's how he kind of convinced him to join. So that guy told on Saquon, and Kirk Cousins kind of told on himself in his presser. He was talking about how he called, some staff members and whatnot. He's like, "Oh, we got some great people here." All before the day that you're able to do that. So they're going to be looking at that. That's kind of crazy rule of tampering, but hey, whatever.
Hey, man, they don't play with tampering. The leagues do not.
No, they sure don't. That's going to be a draft pick for sure.
Man.
Crazy,
for
man.
Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins, man. So I have been saying that the Falcons are a quarterback away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Kirk Cousins is going to bring.
I was about to say, is this the quarterback then?
We're going to see. Now, he might show off because his wife is from Atlanta.
Okay.
His father-in-law is a big Atlanta sports guy. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's going to, show out for his, his in-laws and his wife. in Atlanta and bring them something. You know what I'm saying?
I saw his kids already got some iced out chains.
They all got iced out chains now.
Yeah.
They're learning the Dirty Bird dance or whatever that is he was
Okay.
talking about. So, Quavo's excited for him.
That's good.
Quavo was like, I forgot what Quavo called him. He gave him a nickname. I forgot what the nickname
Oh,
was.
for real?
Yeah.
I got to figure that out.
That's crazy, man.
But, I will say definitely an upgrade over Ritter.
100%.
Which Ritter's gone somewhere else.
He gone, man. He's down there in the desert now in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But, it's going to be nice to actually see their offense do something now. Now, I don't know how far they're going to get, but he definitely has some weapons out there. We've talked about how good their offensive weapons are. You got Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts, you got Bijan Robinson. It's going to be nice to see someone who can actually get them the ball now.
That's facts.
So, it's going to be an interesting season. I think Kirk's going to put up good numbers in the regular season like he normally does.
Yeah. His problem is just prime time and postseason.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to do better.
Yeah.
But he's got a good team around him.
For sure.
Quavo called him Kirk Frost.
Kirk Frost. Okay.
That's kind of hard.
I like that.
Kirk Frost.
Yeah.
Quavo. So that's cool. Yeah. He's got weapons. They signed 4 new wide receivers.
Oh, really?
Well, one of them's re-signing. Okay, they got Ray McLeod signing a 2-year contract. They're re-signing Kadero Hodge, Daryl Mooney, and Rondell Moore from the Arizona Cardinals, which they got in that trade for Desmond Ridder. Mm-hmm. Signed a tight end as well, Charlie Werner. So he's got weapons. He's got plenty of weapons now, man, to go along with Drake London, with
Kyle Pitts.
That's who I was thinking of, and of course Bijan Robinson as well. So
I'm more excited for those young players because they haven't had anybody to get them the ball. So
facts.
I'm excited to see how they actually do.
Facts.
Like, Kyle Pitts is supposed to be.
He's supposed to be really good.
A top tight end.
He's supposed to be a top tight end. He should be doing better than what he is.
He should be up there with Kelsey and
100%.
What's the name?
George Kittle.
Kittle, yeah, he should be up there with Kelsey and Kittle.
Yeah, facts.
He hasn't had the opportunity to. So I'm excited to see how he does. So
yeah, I think that's a team to look out for. I think a lot of people don't think Kirk's got it.
I don't, but
I'm not saying he's going to help him win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because he didn't do that with Minnesota, and they had a pretty good team at one time. Yeah. So if he can't win it with Minnesota, I don't think he can win it with the Falcons. However, I do think he's going to do better than what Ridder was doing.
Definitely going to be a good bridge to whatever quarterback
next.
they get after that. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. I'm going to skip the Panthers because no one cares.
Did they do it? Like, you don't have to tell me any names, but do you see any names of like worth anything?
Well, just Deontay Johnson from the Steelers, but we talked about that earlier.
They get any O-line help over there?
Yeah, they got 2 guards.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, well, these guys must be good because they got big money.
Okay.
Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis. Robert Hunt got a 5-year deal for $100 million.
Oh.
And this other guy, Damian Lewis, got a 4-year for $53 million.
Okay.
So clearly they must be worth something.
They need it.
Yeah, they need to help Bryce Young.
Please
for
protect
sure.
Bryce.
For sure. The Saints actually really didn't do much, man. They re-signed Demario Davis, who's a linebacker. He was entering his final year. They re-signed Willie Gay Jr., or they signed Willie Gay Jr., I should say. I think he was on the Chiefs. And they re-signed. Now, they did re-sign Tyrann Mathieu, though. That's a big help for that defense.
Definitely big for that defense.
For sure. Then you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who did do good. Obviously, Baker Mayfield did decide to re-sign.
Got paid.
Smart choice. He got the bag.
Yeah.
He signed for a 3-year, $100 million with $30 million of it guaranteed in year 1, and it has a max value of $115 million. $115 million. That's crazy. He got the bag, but he played one hell of a season, and I think him going to the Buccaneers was what he needed. I think that could be a team he can lead further.
I hope so.
Because he played good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But it just didn't go his way. Mike Evans re-signed with him on a 2-year deal, $52 million. So he wanted to go to a contender, so he must think they're a contender.
I guess so.
Or he just wanted to stay there.
Yeah.
I don't know. They re-signed Levante David, linebacker. They put a tag on Winfield Jr., and that's really about it. And then we got the West, and that's the last conference, thank goodness. This was a lot. This was a lot more than I thought, but I think it's important to kind of go through here and see what's been done so far with everybody and whatnot.
Yeah.
I did see a meme, though, that I think they put this out every year. NFL memes puts out every year where they're like, just imagine if like they didn't make announcements of who changed teams. So it's like the first day of the regular season, you just saw a different team. Right? Oh no, I didn't know he was going to be on here.
That'd be funny.
That'd be crazy. That would never happen.
Or have him like enter during the game, like the Royal Rumble or something. Like, oh my gosh, what's Saquon doing here?
Oh man, number 8 for the Falcons, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Comes out with the ice on. He's got ice on. That'd be crazy.
Playing some Migos.
Yeah, with the Migos. Oh man, the only thing that the Cardinals really did that's not really even worthwhile, but we talked about it, was Ritter.
Desmond Ritter backing up.
Kyler Murray. And other than that, I mean, they made a lot of moves, but once again, it's the Cardinals, and they're just not good.
Yeah, struggling over there.
The Rams didn't do too much. They signed a couple guards to help old Matthew Stafford. They signed a corner. They re-signed DeMarcus Robinson, the wide receiver, so good for them, man.
I've been seeing very cryptic tweets about Aaron Donald. I don't know what's going on over there, but...
You think he's gone?
I don't know. Something's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to re-sign for a bunch of money or if he's like...
He's going to get a bunch of money.
Probably. Most likely.
He's kind of old, though.
Yeah.
I mean, still
NFL
great.
age, yeah.
Yeah, still great. Don't get me wrong, but he's kind of old, though. The 49ers really did... I mean, they... Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people were plucking off.
Yeah, they signed Leonard Floyd, their edge, Leonard Floyd. Now, they did get Malik Collins from the Texans in a trade. That's really it, man.
Yeah.
They re-signed Brandon Allen, quarterback, because they don't have Sam Darnold anymore. Okay, the Seahawks. Here we go. We got some good ones. Sam Howell is now the quarterback over there. Do you think he's going to start over Geno Smith?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'm not sold on Sam Howell.
You don't think he has a chance?
I mean, there's always...
He's giving him competition at least.
Yeah, there's always a little chance, but I think Geno will take that starting job. So.
Okay. You think Geno's going to have a better year this year?
I hope so. Better than last year?
Yeah.
I hope so, man.
Okay.
But also, it's a new coach. You actually never know. Like, the coach might like what he sees in Sam Howell, so...
It's true.
I forgot.
Clearly, they like something if they traded for him.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about this beforehand, but they got a tight end, Pharaoh Brown. His name is Pharaoh.
That's a hard name.
That's dope. That's crazy. That's destined for greatness right there. They re-signed Noah Fant, their other tight end, to a 2-year, $21 million deal. And they re-signed Leonard Williams on a 3-year, $64.5 million contract. And that's it, man. That's it. That's the free agency, man. I feel like I was talking forever, man. I went through every team.
You did go through every team.
That was not...
You said you wasn't going through every team.
Yeah, my bad. If y'all guys are like, why is he going through every team? I mean, I feel like it's kind of noteworthy.
Yeah,
it's not like I didn't go through every player and like, hey, you have a problem with what I did?
No, I'm cool with it. Well, I feel like once you looked at it, you realize like, okay, these are kind of important.
Oh yeah.
I agree, man. I'm with you.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have my back. That's really nice.
I feel like you didn't name any unnecessary players. So.
Oh yeah, I try to keep that out.
If you named like everybody who signed a long snapper, I would have been a little upset. But
they had a couple long snappers on there, but I was not going to say all
you
that.
You definitely had to mention the Cowboys signing their long.
Oh, I had to because that was
their first
move.
Free agency signing, but.
Jerry Jones on vacation. He's like, you know what we need? Re-sign the long snapper.
Like,
that's important. Do it now.
If we said we're all in, we need to make sure our long snapper's here.
100%, man. 100%. But, I mean, really, besides all that craziness, there's not really a whole lot else going on. Obviously, there's still in the offseason. Yeah. The draft is coming up in a little over a month. So we have that to look forward to as well. Free agency continues on, so I'm sure there'll be some more moves that'll come on, and, we'll keep you updated and whatnot.
This is the time of the year where I watch the combine and, be convinced on a player that I've never seen before, but they did something crazy. Did you see that tight end that caught 2 balls because he thought the drill was over?
Yeah.
I immediately was like, the Cowboys need this guy.
You see that big man running that 40?
Yeah. Woo! Cowboys need him too, man.
Just sign everybody, man.
I cannot just watch the combine because I'm sold on everybody. I don't know how they play on the field.
Yeah.
But, man.
That's crazy. Well, combine's over with. Pro days are still going on for quarterbacks, and whatnot. So as further we get to the draft, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit more research on these players, especially I'll look at draft boards and what they got, kind of do a little research so I can bring education to you.
Definitely need to look into the top quarterbacks and all that stuff,
Yeah, they're saying obviously Caleb Williams is number 1. Yeah. They're saying right now Drake May and Jaden Daniels
from LSU.
Yeah, they're 2 and 3.
Okay.
Well, actually, everybody's draft board is a little bit different. Yeah. They're thinking Bo Nix. Some people think Bo Nix could slide in the first round, surprisingly, but I think most people think he's at number 2.
Yeah.
Or second round pick.
Second-round pick.
Who else? Oh, J.J. McCarthy as well. He's a top one on there, and I'm trying to think of the Michael Penix.
Oh, okay.
From Washington.
Yeah.
So, we'll see, man.
We'll see.
It's going to get interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what teams draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
One of these days, we'll be the team drafting a quarterback.
We'll see, man.
Hopefully.
It's going to be interesting seeing what we do in the draft, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely got to be. If they do sign Tyron Smith, they got to still get another tackle.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we need that, man. We need that for sure.
We need to bulk up that line for sure.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Get a center and get a tackle. Yeah. We'll be good to go. And a running back.
This is random. I was watching a video of Travis Kelce talking about how the Cowboys didn't draft him.
Oh, yeah. Bro, we miss out on everybody.
Because, he got suspended for weed?
Oh, yeah, it was weed, which is actually hilarious because that's right up the Cowboys' alley.
Nah, he ain't hit nobody, so the Cowboys was like, nah, that's not a real crime, bro. We only do a real crime.
So the whole thing with Greg Hardy, bro.
Yeah.
He had domestic violence. Cowboys you know what? You know who sounds good? Get that Greg Hardy on the phone.
I like his aggressiveness. Go ahead and get that guy. Yeah. This is crazy.
That's crazy.
We had Witten at the time, but we also did draft a tight end that year, I saw. We drafted a tight end before Kelce.
That's crazy.
I can't remember.
Imagine having Jason Witten coaching up Kelce.
Man.
And then having, just like we mentioned, I will never forgive the Cowboys for taking Taco Charlton over TJ. Taco's not even in the league no more, I bet.
That's crazy, bro.
Were they hungry or something? Hey, man, Taco, draft him up.
That sounds good, bro. Draft that. Forget the Watt.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do in the draft. We do have a good track record, though, regardless of a couple mishaps. But.
Yeah, I will say mostly we have good. They draft good.
Yeah,
and they draft linemen pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith is even good so far. So they have a good track record. Let's just hope that they can continue it up because we need that.
Even when we do when we draft offensive players that we don't necessarily need, like when we drafted Dez, we really didn't need a wide receiver. But and even. I feel like when we drafted Zeke, we didn't really need a running back. Or did we? Am I tripping? Okay. When we drafted CD, we really didn't need a running back.
No, they weren't looking at a wide receiver, but he was the best player available. Yeah. And sometimes that's what happens, is you just draft the best player available. So it's you don't really know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They could be looking for a tackle or a center, and they could see somebody else that's the best player available at the time, and they draft that.
Yeah, so.
There's not another wide receiver. We're good.
If we say that, then we might draft the elite wide receiver again,
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. Well, let's go ahead and jump over to the association. Talk about our Mavericks and our Lakers, or your Lakers, my Mavericks.
Oh, yeah, it's just two of us right now.
Yeah, so Both teams are looking like they're going to be in the
play-in,
man.
Man, I can't deal with the stress of the play-in.
Oh, I know, bro. The Mavericks are sitting in 8th at a 38-28 record. Their last 10, they're 5-5. We just beat the Warriors last night. We're playing tonight. I don't know who we're playing. The Thunder, I think, actually.
Okay.
Luka's sitting out. Luka is not with us in this game. Sorry, that kind of sounded like he died. He did not die.
Like he's not with us permanently.
Right. No, we still have Luka.
Okay,
He's just
that's good.
I think he just has a minor injury or something.
Mm-hmm.
We beat the Warriors. We're playing, so who knows? I hope we can keep winning.
Yeah.
The Thunder are good though.
The Thunder.
They're young and good. The Lakers, 36-31. Y'all are 9th. Right below us, man. Last 6-4, man.
Just lost last night.
Who'd y'all play?
Who we play? The Sacramento Kings.
Oh yeah, and they were talking about how AD's like, I'm focused on the team, even though he's 0-9 against a bonus.
Yeah.
But y'all are 0-9 against a bonus because y'all lose.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
You want to talk about that, man? What's going on?
I don't know, man. Just that was a bad game. Darvin Ham was out there looking crazy too, making crazy quotes saying, "I wish Mike Brown could tell me what play he's gonna call." Who says that, bro?
How is he still y'all's coach, bro?
I don't know, man. Then D'Lo, when D'Lo is hot, he could arguably be our second option on the team. And D'Lo's been on a little streak, right? Like as of late.
Yeah.
But last night, he was off, and when he's off, he's
off.
He's basically a liability out there because he doesn't really play defense. So when we need him to be on offensively because that's where we get the most out of him, and that's my concern when we get into like the playoffs and the play-in. Like if D'Lo's not going to be scoring, then we need to figure something out because he's not going to be playing like elite defense. He's not going to be clamping anybody. So
right. I will say I think one thing. Let's just kind of switch. Well, I mean, I think you can never count out the Lakers in the playoffs because I feel like there's something y'all can do. But you definitely need all your players on all, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And you don't need any liabilities like that.
Yeah.
The one thing for me as a Mavericks fan, it's going to be tough, man, because it could be a play-in where it's the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Warriors, and the Suns.
Yeah.
Imagine that for those 4 teams, LeBron, Luka, Kyrie, and Kyrie and KD, someone's not making it in.
In a one-game series. That's what makes the playoffs play-in so crazy.
Yeah.
Just one game.
One game.
Yeah.
And that's wild. Adam Silver's got to be going crazy right now.
I know he's loving it, but I don't want us to be in the play-in again, bro, because we're not the youngest team.
Nope.
That's going to take a lot out of us, and then we got to go right back into a playoff series. So,
I mean, right now it's pretty close between the teams in the top. From the Pelicans, the Kings, the Suns, and the Mavericks, and I guess the Lakers. I mean, the Pelicans have 39 wins. Y'all have 36. So in between there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kings, the Suns, and the Mavericks, we all have 38 wins as of right now. Of course, like I said, we're playing. I think the Suns are playing tonight too. So
that's why the last night's game was very important too, because like the Kings are right there with us too.
Yeah. They sure are, and it's very important. And that's the same way with us and the Warriors. I mean, they didn't have Steph or Draymond, but one addition that I'm so happy that I'm glad that the Mavericks got was Daniel Gafford. He's finally that defensive guy we need. We no longer need Powell on the court. He can leave now. We got him and Lively. We're solid at center, I think. I'm sure by now he may have broken the record.
I was about to say Gafford on the way to making history, man.
He could have broken the record. I'm not sure if that happened or not. Nope.
He hasn't.
No, it has not happened yet.
What is it? Wilt Chamberlain's consecutive field goal made record?
Yep. It's like 35, right? So that's crazy.
And Daniel Gafford's what? Like
he was at 33, so he has to hit 3 straight.
He hasn't hit any field goals yet?
Well, I don't know. It hasn't come up yet.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you would probably get a notification for something like that.
Yeah, Bleacher Report has not sent me anything. Neither has ESPN.
What if he missed a shot?
It's game over.
Like, what if that's why you haven't got a notification?
Oh, maybe.
Like,
They saying they're going to reevaluate.
oh no, I just got a tweet from Woj. Oh yeah, he missed.
Oh no, man, too much pressure.
Hold on, let me read it. The streak of 33 consecutive made field goals ends with a missed putback attempt.
Bro, you should have just let that go.
Should have just grabbed the rebound, man.
Should have just let that go, man.
Grab the rebound, go ahead and settle box out.
Oh, man.
33, bro.
That's crazy. Still good, man. I'm glad he's a part of this team.
Yeah,
he's definitely been an upgrade. Him and PJ Washington. Jason Kidd is a frustrating coach.
I feel like we're kind of in very similar situations as fans.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Jason Kidd? Are you confident?
No.
No.
I'm not confident, bro. I don't think as a coach he has what it takes to get us to the finals.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I don't know who else is out there.
Yeah. Honestly, I've never been super sold on Jason Kidd as a coach. I mean, as a head coach.
Yeah.
Obviously, he won a championship with the Lakers as an assistant coach.
Right.
I felt like he might have. I felt a little optimistic with him going to the Mavs after that because he got that championship experience.
Yeah, I think everybody was at first for sure.
Under some coaches.
Yeah.
Because his first stint, he kind of started coaching right after playing. So felt like taking the back seat, winning the chip. I thought he was going to take what he learned and be able to implement that with the Mavs. But seems like he's still a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Same with Darvin Ham. I mean, he won a championship as assistant coach too, and
that's right.
He's doing very weird stuff over here, making very questionable rotation calls and stuff. So
that's the same with Jason Kidd. I think, like I said, I think they're on the same page.
Yeah,
in a bad way.
Yeah, definitely.
In a bad way.
Definitely in a bad
and right now, there's not really any coaches that are out there.
Yeah, not really.
Besides Adrian Griffin,
unless you want to just like dip into the college ranks and stuff.
Right.
Find that. What's crazy is like D'Lo. I don't know if it was an interview he did or if it was on his own podcast. I know he has a podcast, but he came out and basically kind of threw Darvin Ham under the bus. He was saying that, like when Dennis Schroeder was on the team, like D'Lo felt like if he did anything wrong, he would just get sat for Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder can pretty much do anything, and Darvin Ham was going to play him regardless. Which, as a Laker fan, I saw that. Like, you could definitely see it.
Yeah.
And with Dennis Schroeder being gone, that made him say, like, okay, let me go ahead and re-sign. Which is kind of wild that he's saying any of this because, like, you usually don't hear stuff like that while the players are playing.
Yeah.
And while he's still playing for Darvin.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Which, the fact that he was able to speak about that so confidently makes me feel a little nervous about how the players feel about Darvin Ham because no one told him, like, hey, don't say that. Chill, that's our coach, you know. That's a little weird.
I'm surprised LeBron wasn't like, hey, man.
Like, cut that out, bro.
Yeah. But, you know, LeBron, people listen to LeBron.
Yeah.
I mean, he was chilling with his bestie, Jeannie, out there courtside. You see that? She was all over him, bro. I was like, and Savannah put him in the doghouse,
Jeannie
bro.
busting Linda Rambis, man. Yeah. That was a little – Jeannie's a little touchy.
That's the work wife.
Work wife.
The
work wife being the owner of the team is crazy. You should not be in those ranks, LeBron.
Oh, but that's where he's at,
That is where he's at. Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, imagine seeing Luka sitting with the new owners and just, like, chopping it up with them and hugging them and stuff. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's a wild.
Work wife is crazy.
It's like the work wife, man. Yeah. You gotta chill, especially on national TV, you know. Man. Hey, I mean, LeBron wasn't touching, her. But
no, LeBron's a pro.
LeBron knows. He's like
LeBron is definitely a vet. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. LeBron got that dog in him.
Yeah.
He got that dog in him for sure. So I mean, it's interesting. I feel like now the East is super easy, right? Or it's easier than the West. I don't want to say super easy, but I mean, you got the Celtics over here who are 51-14.
Yeah.
They haven't even lost 20 games. The Cavaliers, they're in second place. They're 42-24.
That's crazy.
10 games is
That's a
crazy.
huge difference, yeah.
And say what you will about the Celtics, like we have before. We're not 100% convinced. Yeah, they're dominating the East right now, but they got to go against one of these Western teams as well.
Yeah.
And whoever wins, I mean, the Nuggets are dominating. They're 46-20. The Thunder are 45-20, and the Timberwolves are 45-21. Now they lost Cat, so that's a little, it's a bummer to them. I think he's out for like a month, so they'll still be in the playoffs or whatever, and Cat will be coming back right on time.
Yeah. So
the West is going to get really interesting. I mean, like I said, it's really interesting now. The Clippers are 41-23 in fourth place, and then you got the Pelicans and the Kings that are 39-26 and 38-27 respectively. So like the West is really close.
The West is very tight.
It's very tight. It can go either way. Now, amongst everybody else who's not in the Celtics in the East, they're fairly close. Cavaliers 42-24. The Bucks are also 42-24. The Knicks are 38-27. The Magic are 38-28, and the 76ers are 36-29. So that's pretty close. Plus, you got the Pacers, the Heat, the Bulls, and the Hawks. Well, the Hawks are kind of far off. They got 29-36. That's kind of far off from others, but it's crazy, man. I mean, the East is clearly like the easier division right now, and the West is kind of stacked. It's kind of like how the AFC is now stacked in the NFL, and the NFC is not as much. So it'll be really interesting. We're getting really close to it being the end of this. Playoff season's coming fairly soon. I don't know, man. It's going to get crazy. I'm excited for playoffs. It's scary for us because we're playing candidates right now unless we just somehow dig ourselves out of there. Hopefully so.
Yeah.
Because this is not for me.
Listen, with it being so tight, it looks like it's going to be playing for both of us, but it'll be fun.
Lakers against the Mavericks, man.
If that happens, man, I don't like how our chances, honestly.
I don't like your chances either.
Yeah. But I can never count on LeBron, so.
You can never count on LeBron,
especially
man.
in a one-game series, LeBron can turn it on like crazy, so.
And he will.
Yeah.
He will, even if he has to sit all the games beforehand.
Right. Just to prepare, yeah.
But, I mean, really, I think what it comes down to, y'all, is AD staying hot.
Yeah.
D'Lo staying hot.
Yes.
And just your role players supporting LeBron and AD.
Contributing, not just watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which happens. And maybe in the offseason, y'all's coach will get fired.
Yeah, I definitely don't see next season Darvin Ham being our coach.
Nah, I don't either.
Regardless.
I think Jason Kidd will still be our coach.
I think so.
I don't think we're getting rid of him.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
I think there's still more moves y'all can make as far as before firing y'all's head coach.
Yeah.
So
I just don't know what we need. We got Luka, Kyrie, PJ Washington, and Gafford.
Yeah.
And we still lose games.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on, man? It's defense. Our defense, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Kyrie and Luka, Luka's a little bit more of a two-way player. Kyrie can play a little bit of defense, but, they're more of our offensive side of things. So I just don't. I mean, Luka's putting up triple-doubles. I mean, he's killing it.
Sign some defensive specialists, man.
I'm saying, bro. I mean, Gafford was a good pickup, and PJ, was a good pickup, but we need something else.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I don't think there's any real big NBA stories, are there?
None that I can think of.
That's crazy.
That D'Lo thing was the biggest thing that I heard this week. That was just crazy to me. But,
what he said on his podcast?
Yeah, just about him talking about Dennis Schroeder and stuff.
Well, let's see here, man. DeMar DeRozan dropped 46. This was 13 hours ago on CBS Sports.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't do it 13 hours ago, but he passes 3 Hall of Famers on NBA's all-time scoring list in a single game.
Really?
Yeah. So here's what happened. I'll tell you what happened. It was last night's contest, against the Indiana Pacers. He was at number 35 overall on the scoring list with 23,134 total points in his 15-year career, which is crazy. It's already been 15 years.
That's crazy.
That's wild, bro. I still see him as kind of young for some. Not like young.
That's wild.
Okay, not like young, but not like that much of an old head. Maybe like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's 15. Anyway.
You're getting old, man.
Yeah, man. So immediately ahead of him was at 34 was Elgin Baylor with 23,149. So pretty close. D Wade was next at 23,165 points, and then Adrian Dantley sat above them all with 23,177. So DeMar, therefore, needed 44 points to pass all three of them. He got 46.
Okay.
So he is now what? That makes him number 34 overall. No, number 32 overall, I guess. That's crazy, man.
Congrats to DeMar, man.
Yeah, he's number 32 because Stephen Curry is next at 31.
That's kind of crazy.
And he trails Curry by 122 points.
I mean,
he's not going to get that.
Since they're both active, I don't think he's going to get that. But that's pretty crazy.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That's just some news. That was I typed in NBA news on here, man. That was one of the first things that popped up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no. R.J. Barrett's brother passed away.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Rest in peace, man.
Prayers out to him.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Anyway, I'm not going to keep just scrolling through here. But yeah, man, that's really about it. All in the NBA, the association, where there's not really much in music. Anything going on in music, man?
Congrats to Don Toliver and Kyle Uchis. They had their baby.
Oh, they did have the baby?
Yeah.
Hey, is it a boy or girl?
Today. I have no clue.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
I feel like that's something you would know.
It would be, but I don't know.
You just know those random facts about artists for some reason.
Yeah. Let me see.
But Don Toliver, man, what a winner.
Yeah, shout out Don Toliver, man.
Who is he signed to?
He was under Travis.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he still is, but
I don't know. Cactus Jack, man.
Yeah, Cactus Jack, all that.
Crazy.
Shaq West, Jack Boys, you know.
I forget Shaq West is he still signed on there?
No.
Oh no.
I don't think Shaq. I don't know where Shaq West is.
Oh, he's playing in France.
I don't think he's playing in France anymore. But I do remember. Did he announce himself for the draft that one?
Yeah. He did not get drafted.
He did not.
He went over to France.
Future and Metro.
Oh, they're dropping?
Announced a joint project.
They got 2 coming out this year. So they said.
Yeah. I never believe when people say, I got 2 of them coming this
It's already hard to get 1,
right.
much less 2. Come on.
I mean, I guess if anybody's going to do it, would be Future and Metro. They are pretty, they're workhorses. So.
Yeah.
Future's no stranger to dropping more than once in a year. So
hey, speaking of Future,
he
man,
dropped a week after another one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah.
Speaking of Future, man, March Madness is coming out.
Oh, okay.
You know, this is the time of year where you can listen to Future's March Madness.
I have not listened to March Madness this month, man.
You got to, man.
I do. I'm slacking.
That's like every March you got to listen to that.
Make it real for me. Yeah, you got to listen to that at least once, man.
He shouts out the Mavericks in there, so that's what I appreciate.
Oh yeah.
Don't like the Mavericks.
Yeah, you get hype on that part.
You know, I get hype on the whole song. March Madness is crazy.
Classic.
So yeah, man, that's coming out this month, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming out soon. I think a single might be dropping this week. You
excited for it?
I'm excited for it.
Me too.
Definitely excited.
They make good music together.
Definitely very good chemistry. I don't want to dive too much into Schoolboy's album without Aubrey. It doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't.
Because that's Aubrey's been waiting for this, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. It was a good album though.
It's a good album. I don't want to dive too much.
No, we'll talk about it with Aubrey
because that's his moment, man. He might call an ISO on us. Anything else, man? I can't think of nothing else going on in music.
No, man. There's not really a lot going on. It's pretty quiet right now.
Northwest dropping an album. Elementary School Dropout.
No.
You tuning in?
No. Are you serious?
That's what she said, man. That's what North said.
You can't. I don't know, man. What's her sound going to be like? Kanye?
Like the song on the Vultures album.
It's Miss Westy.
Yeah, bestie. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I'm tuning in.
Okay. What if Adonis comes out with something next?
I'm tuning into that too. Adonis don't stay on beat though, so I need Drake to
teach him that.
Out.
We don't need another Blueface.
Nah.
Rapping style wise, not
Adonis
character.
to Blueface is crazy. We're probably the only person who put them two together.
That's the only guy who can't rap on beat, man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But
Blueface, baby.
nothing really going on in music. Drake and Kanye going back and forth again, but they do that every year.
Yeah.
Yes, Jules got fired from Donda or something like that. I don't know. They're firing people via email, but nothing going on, man. So,
Nah, man.
without any further ado, let's give the people something to listen to since nothing's going on, man. What you got for your rotation this week?
Oh, it's a toss-up between two songs. I've been listening to them both. They're pretty good. You know what? This is going to shock people because, I am an Eminem fan.
Okay.
I'm picking, it's called The Sopranos by T. Grizzly and Machine Gun Kelly, or
Okay.
MGK, lowercase MGK.
Oh, it's lowercase?
Yeah, that's what he got. That's what it is now.
Mm.
Just MGK, all in lowercase.
Okay.
I think it's really good, man. Him and T have a good back and forth there. Why I say, because I'm an Eminem fan, I think he's trying to reignite the beef with Eminem. He said, T Grizzly's from Detroit. He raps in the song. He says, I could stop the violence, but I'm not. I'm paraphrasing. I can stop the violence, but I'm not. I like revenge, and I'm in Detroit. You know what I meant? Oh, I kind of paraphrase that, but
Okay.
it's actually he kills it on the bar.
Send us some shots to Eminem.
Yeah, man, in Detroit, in Eminem City, with an artist that Eminem has had a little beef with T Grizzly apparently.
Oh, T Grizzly, Eminem had a little.
Apparently.
Static? Oh, really?
Or like T doesn't really care. I don't know.
A lot of Detroit rappers do not respect Eminem like that. No, I shouldn't say respect, but they like.
They don't mess with him.
Yeah. Like Sada Baby, I remember he was like, nobody listen to Eminem.
People just don't think people listen to Eminem in the car. Like Gucci's even said that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't listen to Eminem in the car, but do you?
Well, you don't listen to Eminem, period.
I listen to a little Eminem.
I listen to some Eminem in the car. It
Okay.
depends if it comes up.
Are you listening to Love the Way You Lie?
No,
Oh, okay.
not in the car. That's not a car song.
Oh, yeah.
No, you got to get like either old Eminem or like Kamikaze Eminem is actually pretty good to listen in the car because he's got some beats on there. But like if you listen to like Revival or like Light Toy Soldiers or something that's going to make you cry, or Mockingbird like in the car, no, you can't listen to that. Or Stan, can't listen to Stan in the car, man.
I think Stan will be all right in the car.
I mean, it might be all right.
I mean, he's driving.
Oh, that's true.
In the song,
Yeah, but he also
drives off a cliff.
Exactly.
I mean, they'll tell you what to do with the car when you listen to Eminem. They just say, "Are you listening to the car?"
Oh man,
Stan was listening to Eminem in the car. I'll
that's
say that.
facts. What about you, man? What you got?
Well, before I
yeah.
get to me, our boy Aubrey.
Hey, Aubrey, what you got today, man?
Yeah, Aubrey, what you got this week, man? Despite his busy schedule, he had to provide a song for the people to listen to this week.
Sure did.
And this week he went with Earth Gang, Bobby Boucher.
Okay.
Which I haven't heard the new Earth Gang. I think they dropped like a four song EP or something like that. But I like Earth Gang. They dropped some good music.
I'm about to check it out.
Yeah,
I know I've listened to them before, but I just can't.
They're not signed to Dreamville, but they're Dreamville affiliates.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like they work with JID and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Facts.
This week, man, I got this artist named Zayhube. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Zayhube. And the song is called "Dumb Ways to Die."
Okay.
It's a really hard song. I've been holding on to the song for like a couple weeks, but yeah, it's a really hard song. You should check it out.
Where can they check it out at?
They can check it out on the Right on Target Rotation playlist, which is on Apple and Spotify. It's updated weekly. Every time we do this, we gotta update it. You just search Right on Target Rotation Volume 2 on Apple and Spotify, and you'll find it.
Or what else you can do is you can go down, you can click this link right there. It's got the link tree. It's got every link you got, everything you want. All our social media, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, man. Our website.
Even our website.
rightontargetpod.com.
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
check that out if you haven't. We're excited about it. It's right there. Spotify and the Apple playlist are in the link tree as well, specifically. So you can just click right there, man, and you can just go put it on shuffle or listen to it straight through and Tell us what you think about the vibes on that playlist, man. It definitely differs. Everybody, we pick a different thing every week, man. So
we all got different styles, different tastes, you know.
we try to switch it up for y'all, man, so it's not just the same sound of music every week. So, but thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Right on Target podcast. We are excited as always to bring you new episodes. We got some things coming up in the future that we're excited for, so definitely make sure to stay tuned, like and subscribe so you can stay followed up. Comment below to join the conversation and tell us what do you think about these free agent moves that happen. What do you think about the Mavericks and Jason Kidd and the Lakers and Darvin Ham, man? Just let us know. Drop your opinion down below, man. We appreciate that. And definitely follow us on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. We update that stuff weekly as well, so you'll definitely want to check in and see what we got going on, man.
For sure.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.